Hey guys, welcome back to another video. People over at Arrtx sent me their acrylic brush set of 30 like brush markers. They're like paint pens kind of, so like Posca but think brush pen. I was really excited to like review these because I've never seen a product like this before. And I mean, like, I've used like paint pens in the past, but I've never like seen one like at this price range. Usually paint pens are like really expensive, like Posca, so much money. It's like 30 bucks for a set of 6, and these are like $1 each, which is really on like the lower end of like paint markers, acrylic markers, stuff like that, like their prices. Also, the set has like really pretty packaging. It came with 2 little trays of different markers, and then what I thought was interesting, they gave like a little like a sheet of stickers, but it was like for the markers, like you're supposed to stick them on the marker. I didn't do it for the markers besides the white one because I just felt like it was unnecessary and I could just pretty much eyeball it. I wasn't sure, but it's probably useful if you're like displaying the markers somewhere and you need like to label them. I wasn't really sure, so I used like one of them and then I just left the sticker thing in the box. It is a 30 set. I am really impressed with like the variety of colors in here. The colors are like super pretty and like colorful and bright and stuff. Like they're very vivid and also like not streaky at all. With Poscas, I think you have to like usually like press them against a piece of paper to like activate them, but for these you didn't really need activation, and those are all the colors, by the way. I do think that some of the colors were a little bit repetitive. I noticed, especially like with like the peachy oranges and also the blues. Oh, by the way, they gave me an extra blue in this set. Like they gave me 31 colors and they just gave me 2 of the same blue. I'm not complaining, but if you like see 31 colors in my swatch set, if you're counting for some reason, then you would notice that. They also had some like metallic colors. They had a gold and a silver, and I thought it was really cool. Since they function more like if you're like painting with acrylic paint, but it's like obviously more controlled because you're using a marker, they are like really opaque, but they do take a little bit to dry. But I'm just very impatient, and I always go in like immediately after, as if I'm coloring in with alcohol markers, which you shouldn't do. So that's on me. But like while I was coloring with these, they really reminded me of that like anime glass painting trend that a lot of people did in like 2020. I don't know, it's like that style of how it like overlaps completely, like the layers, and there's like no blending. You know what I mean? Because they're acrylic paint pens, you can use them on a lot of different surfaces that you would also use like acrylic paint for. For this video, I wanted to try something different, and instead of just like making an illustration on paper like usual, I decided to decorate this wooden star that I got from Dollar Tree that you will see here in a second. I'm happy about this video coming out though, because that star was literally just sitting in my room for like weeks and weeks because I didn't want to paint it. So I'm glad I finally got that out of the way because it was taunting me. I don't know why I filmed a shot of me showing my unit circle pop socket, but that's my unit circle pop socket. It is so funny to carry around the unit circle everywhere you go. But here's the wooden star. To be fair, I didn't have an idea going in. I just started drawing little sparkles, but as I like continued doing it, I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna split up the star into like 5 sections, and then each section I'm gonna kind of have a different design, but they're all gonna blend into each other, and I really like that idea, and I think it looks cool now. So yeah, each pattern like goes on to like a different like point of the star. So for this one, obviously I had the little sparkles going inwards. This part was like kind of simple. Like I was just like testing it out, testing how it would work on the wood, and it was really smooth. It like made this nice little scratchy sound against the wood because it isn't like completely smooth. Unfortunately, I cannot play it for you because I was watching a YouTube video and you can like hear the YouTube video and not the noise. So, I'm sorry. But I think I started off with this golden yellow, and then I forgot which yellow I was using because like the lighting wasn't very good in my room, so I went in with like this like lime-ish color, and then like I just added green to it at the end. So you'll see how that plays out. I think I noticed while coloring this part was that because they are brush nibs, you can't really get too much detail into them or like in with them, but you can blend really well, especially when they're still wet, because like they're brushes. I don't know, I always find it easier to blend with brush tips, and I think that's like their main selling point, other than like it's really fun to like color with them, if you know what I mean. For the next point, I decided to go in with like this nature-y theme, so I started off with these like leaves. I kind of turned them into like mistletoe later. Mistletoe, or like I heard that mistletoe is actually like green and white. I've never seen like actual mistletoe in my life, but I made this like green leaves, and then I think I went over it with like an orange for the berries. I don't know if a plant like that actually exists, but you know what? I've been playing in fiction myself. This next clip goes by really fast, but for like the next section, I ended up like combining it with like the leaf section. Basically, I just had a bunch of flowers. It was literally just 2 flowers. I don't know why I said that. One of them is a rose and one of them is a sunflower. For the sunflower, I really like how like the little center turned out, because I went in with like this brown and then I went over it with the yellow, and I don't know, it just looks very crisp. That's even the right word. But I decided to go in with a red background for that one, so the orange from the previous one could like kind of blend in well. This side was like more like warmer tones, and then for like the left, I went in with like a space background and also an ocean background for like cooler tones. I don't know, it's a very bright piece of room decor, and I think I like it in my room a lot. Here I am going in for the galaxy. I like how this one turned out as well. I think at this point in time I realized how good the blending was, so I tried to go in with a galaxy. I couldn't find the purplish pink marker, so I was kind of freaking out because I had like this whole vision in my head for the galaxy, but it was okay because I covered it up with sparkles where the pink was supposed to go, and it all turned out okay. For the little ocean section, or like the last section, I added some waves and like a shore design, but I also wanted to add like a whale or something, or like a fish within it, just so it's like less boring. But unfortunately, when I was trying to like go in to add in the whale, it like blended in because it was still too wet and I was too impatient to wait. So I was like, you know what, I'm done. This is my star decor. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making this decor piece. It's not quite done yet. I had to add in Mod Podge right after this, just so like the paint doesn't rub off. I'm not gonna like touch it or anything because it's like hanging up right now, but you know, just in case, I had to add in some Mod Podge. Here I'm just adding in some details though, with some yellow. I think I also went in with white and apparently blue. I love this dark blue color. It's so pretty, and I love all the sections. I think I dislike the like leaf berry section the most. I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me that much. And in with the Mod Podge, I'm actually clueless on how much Mod Podge to add. This was like way too little, I think, so I added in more, but I was so confused. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this deco piece. I'm really excited that I got to make this video. I know it's like pretty different, like whatever I ended up making was pretty different than like usual, but I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Arrtx, for sending me this product, and for you guys for making this opportunity possible. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
You say you love me, but I don't love the pressure. Don't call me baby, I'll be calling you never. Miss me with that shit, I will never be that bitch. You're okay, but really nothing that special. Save your love letters for someone who wants